October the 15th, and we're going to be drawing another market scene. I've got a few things to show you this morning, and then we will get started. Let's put my list away. I almost completed all my list yesterday. Actually, I think I did. Now I've got to create another list that I hopefully will be able to complete as well. I'm just going to pull you guys up, see who is here with us, and say good morning, good morning. I have a book to share as well with you guys, and yeah, good morning, C. I love that you're always here, bright and early, ready. I have my 8x8 little pad. I think I've got 1, 2, 3 pieces left, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I mean I have other paper that I can use, and I don't think we have too many images. So what I suggest is when I'm not here is you go back and use the images that people have added, multiples. See, are you still doing like a lot of images? You love the 8x8. I love the 8x8 too. I want to show you my tattoo shirt as well, which I am super excited about. It's really just, I guess it's a little piece of just a daily, I don't know what to call it. It's a daily pleasure that I just like sit there and do maybe half an hour or 10 minutes or an hour, but I will show you that as well. Hello, Martina. Hi, how are you? Let's have a look at the book that I have. I think I may have shown some of you this book, but I don't think it was on YouTube. So this is a book that I found at the library when they have a yearly library sale. I think every library does. And I don't know if you've seen this. Susan, you would love this book as well. Like everybody would love this book because, so I didn't do too much of a backstory about who Dennis Wortman is, but if I remember, he was one of the originals that just loved drawing from scenes of life in New York, like everyday life. Whether you were a tailor or, you know, women out going shopping or the subway. But look how beautiful these sketches are. And yeah, really great composition. They remind me a little bit of, I guess, just what people are doing now, but I think he had a column as well in a newspaper. But they're lovely, really nice. Look at how he softens like the distance imagery and then intensifies whatever's in front and makes it a little bit darker. And that probably just comes really naturally to him when he's drawing. Anyway, I just wanted to show you it. If you can get your hands on it from a library but yeah, I picked it up from the library. So I should do a little bit of history and backstory on Dennis Wortman, but it's called Dennis Wortman's Portrait of the City in the 1930s and 40s, edited by James Sturm and Brandon Elston. So take a look and try and find it. It's a really nice drawing, really nice book to look through. Even just to copy gestures of people, like figurative, how he's really studied the figure. Like, look at that. Isn't that amazing? or even like people at the beach. To be that good at drawing would be pretty fantastic, spectacular. Yeah, really cool. C says my book arrived late yesterday. The Embroidery Closet, very excited. Yeah, and I don't even think, the thing is, I get those books, see, and I don't even study them to do embroidery. I should. Maybe I'll do that a little bit. Okay, so here's my shirt so far. I don't know where I had gotten up to, but I can share a little bit. I think you guys saw my bird. So you saw my bird that I had, and I think you saw my, what was supposed to be Piper, but wasn't Piper. It turned into like a cat. Which is fine. I still need to do some things on there. And then I did a few little, they remind me of bird feet. And then the other day, I think I did the bird as well. I think you'd seen that too. So this is something that when my girls were home, we came up with. And it's basically the first letters of both my girls and my husband, and I put it in a jar because it spelt jar. I thought that was quite funny. And yeah, so that was that. And then this is from Hippo's cat session on Sunday. She had a regal cat sitting there, and I thought, oh, that would be kind of cute, like as like a on the shoulder. So I thought, I'm gonna put the cat there, and I found some silver thread for that. I'm not sure how that's gonna feel underneath, like on my arm. I may have to, you know, that material that you put over the top. I may have to do that here because it's a bit scratchy. Good morning, Barbara. I'm just showing my tattoo shirt. And then what have I done on the back so far? I have done some hearts, and I'd like to put hearts over the whole back. And then this morning I was up early and I put a little hand on my shoulder on the back, because we all need a little pat on the back every now and then. And I thought, you know what, that would be good. It's always good to know that you've got somebody there. So yeah, the embroidery is so cute. It you know what, it's very simple. I am just keeping it simple because it's something that I can do without. And I do have a hoop, but like for example, the hand I did without a hoop. Oh no, did I do the hand? Maybe I did the hand with the hoop, but some of the hearts I did without the hoop. And I got a mushroom there too. I got to study some mushrooms. Again, I'm not, the only one that I kind of looked at was the image from Hippo's session. So that's the only one that I really looked at. But I simplified it a little bit more. But I do like the jar. Like I like to have like little things that mean a little bit. And I'm trying to keep it in like the pinks and the greens and the, I don't know, it may turn into a really colorful shirt, but I like the feel of it as well. So it's, yeah, it's a work in progress. And I actually went to the thrift shop yesterday, and I bought 2 more jean shirts. My daughter's like, are you making more tattoo shirts? And I'm like, you never know. I may just make quite a few of them. Is there anything? Susan, you could do this. It's super simple. Thank you. Anyway, I'm going to be working on this image today. Susan, I love it. It's from a lady making baskets in Oaxaca. And you can zoom in on her and see that she's making her basket. So putting all the details on. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to turn it around and we're going to get started. I am going to have to crop it. And my crop is probably going to be somewhere like so. Or actually, maybe I could just zoom in a little bit. and then crop. Yeah, so it's going to be around there. And I'm going to be working on, I'm going to be actually working with a brush, and I don't usually work too much with this. I may need to fill it up with water. I do have one that's got water in, if I can find it. But one of these, or a couple of these, let me just fill them. Oh, here's one. I've got this one. This is the Derwent one. There's not too much difference between the cheaper ones and the more expensive ones. I actually like the cheap ones because they're a little bit softer to push. Anyway, and then I'm going to use these, which are paint sticks. I may use, actually, I may put a little bit of bright pink. I do have, so I'll do a mix of watercolors and new colors as well. I have these watercolors which Sarah sent me, so I'm going to get some of the bright pink out of there and just block it in, and then we will see where we'll go from there. Hola, hola, Patty. ¿Dónde estás? Are you away already? Yeah, it's a lovely image. Good morning, Reb. Okay, so let's get, I was talking to another friend of mine the other day, and she hadn't tried the upside down yet, but it's really, I think everybody should try it. You may not like it. Some people like it, some people don't like it. Let's see who likes it and who doesn't like it. A show of hands for people who do like it here. But I know that some people don't. It's not everybody's cup of tea. See, I already, because I forgot that I'm cropping. Martina says, yes, she does. Patty says, today is my last day in Madrid. We've missed you. You haven't been to our meets and stuff. I guess you're busy. I know it's a big travel that you're doing, so I'm sure you've been super busy packing. Anyone else like upside down? C says, I'm okay with it now, but it's taken me a while. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes it's, you know, you just got to not let it overwhelm you. Julia says, I first learned upside down drawing from that book, Drawing from the Right Side of the Brain. I like doing it sometimes. Yeah, we actually, I think it was Rita. The first year we were all together in 2020, we were talking about the drawing from the right side of the brain, and we all decided to do an upside down challenge. So I think actually I was going to say we have Rita to thank. I was going to say blame, but it's not blame, it's to thank. So, and I know Alexandra Sketching, Alexandra, who used to be in our group, she loves it as well. Martina loves it. yeah, I think it's definitely a nice way to shut things off and just focus on shape. So not as pink as I thought everything was going to be, but that's okay. You know what? I probably could have used my markers, but Patty says, I have missed you all more. When I am in Madrid, I try to see everybody and everything. Well, that's good. Susan says, I just painted again the upside down cafe image from the virtual art retreat, and it came out very wonky again. But you know, wonky isn't bad. A lot of us who don't paint wonky love the wonky because it's I love it. It's charming. I was thinking about the Portrait Artist of the Year, and I think I will be able to see one episode next week when I'm in England at my parents'. I'm so excited. Because isn't it every Wednesday? Is Louise here? Anyone else here from the UK? Okay, and can we talk about November again? Because I was either dreaming or we did talk about it. Did we talk about portraits? Did we talk about motion? Did we talk about, what did we talk about? I should probably listen back to some of our mornings because it does sometimes become a little bit of a blend. So I just have the primaries here. It's not very, I'm going to clean this up. So this is a set I usually take in my bag, and sometimes it gets a bit messy because although it's great and it's, you know, little, and it's the Daniel Smith paint sticks, the watercolor sticks that I'm using here. But although it's great, it is not so easy to mix sometimes. Can anybody tell me the meaning of the crowns with the numbers in our chat? It just means that you guys are the best. No, it's the amount of times you comment, and so if you have a crown, it just means that you've been commenting more than others. I don't know why YouTube has started doing that. Maybe, who do we have here? We have Reb. You may know a little bit more about it because you're on YouTube. Do you do lives, Reb, or do you just do pre-recorded? Something probably I should know about your YouTube. I don't think I've ever caught a live of you. You must do lives as well. Patricia says, I love it. I wish I could turn all the buildings upside down when I'm doing urban sketching. I know that's the only thing. You get used to doing this. But I think it trains your eye to see shapes and color and, right, just to put everything together in that way. Patty, don't you feel like it kind of, gets you out of that getting overwhelmed feeling when you're in an urban area. Louise says, yes, it's on tonight. And Patty says, where do you see Portrait of the Year? And C says, I'm watching it and I'm addicted again. You didn't hear the talk, C? Oh, it's the order you signed in as well. Oh, really? But I don't know. Maybe Patty was signed in first, but I think C said hi first. Reb says, I don't do lives. I'm too awkward for that. Oh, maybe you can do a live with me, Reb. That would be fun. And C says, it takes my eye a while to try and keyboard. Oh, to try and keyboard. Oh, to comment. Reb says, I think they do the crowns to encourage participation. Oh. Okay. All right, I'm going to put the blues in. I do have this blue, which is the Daniel Smith. It's quite dark here, but I can lighten it a little bit. Just pull. I got a lot of water on here. My spacing is not great today. And I think I put her too far up on the page. I'm going to have to squeeze her head in. C says, if doing upside down, the keyboard looks very foreign. What? Like the keyboard, when you're looking at mine, it looks foreign because it should be the other way around. Is that what you mean? Reb says, brains love competition and rewards. It's true. And Patty says, you haven't answered, where do you see the Portrait of the Year? Oh, I don't see it. I only see it when I'm in England. I know that YouTube sometimes has replays, but I think Louise sees it in England when she's in England, so she sees it. Is it ITV, BBC? What is it? Oh, Sky. It's Sky, isn't it? You're funny, Patty. Nobody answered me. Answer me, people. You haven't told me where you see it. That's okay. You can demand answers from us, Patty. Oh, hang on. C says, my brain gets confused if trying to chat while upside down drawing. Oh, okay. Too much, yeah. Too much at once. I get that. It's like me, I cannot text and draw at the same time. Well, obviously, I couldn't do that. But I can't, okay, no, I can't text and talk. That's what I meant to say. But I can draw and talk. Thank goodness. I mean, sometimes do you wish that it was a little bit quieter? I guess you can always mute me. That's a good thing about being on the other end. You can mute me. Good morning, Anne. I have a question regarding your pen that you're using. Is it possible to fill it with ink or liquid watercolor? Yes. I think Beth does that a lot, doesn't she? She fills hers with different colors. I haven't done that, but I think it would be really handy to have one that is a, like for example, a shadow color that you can just put all the shadows in and block all that in. I think that would be a great idea. I haven't done that yet though. Maybe a month of using water pens would be a good challenge as well. I'm going to correct this. Patty says, you can fill it with any watered ink or watercolor. It's very cool. Do you fill them, Patty, as well? I know Beth does. Do we have any drawing sessions, other people's drawing sessions today? Because I'm really behind in keeping up with everybody's drawing sessions because my brain is somewhere else right now. So please let me know. Oh, Louise says, yes, Sky Arts in the UK. Yeah, and Anne says, aha, I thought I'd seen it before. Julia says, it was lovely to pop in tonight to touch base again live, but I better head off to bed. I know, you're on a different, your time is like messed up again. Or not messed up, but you've changed and we haven't, so yeah. Good night, buonanotte, buonasera, buonanotte. Oh, we do have a drawing session today, though. Just a reminder, we have a drawing session. You guys, none of you said, yes, we have a drawing session. We're going to Belvez in France. Patty, have you been to Belvez? It's where my friend lives. She moved there a couple of years ago, and her husband went and took some beautiful photos in Belvez. So bring all your sketching tools, and like I said in the message, I will have my overhead on, but I will share the images a little bit before as well, so if you wanted to have them on your device too. And today is part 1, and part 2 will be on Saturday at 10 a.m. So if you are joining us, it would be lovely to see you. Also, a reminder, if you didn't see, because I know some of you do see, but some of you don't get to the bottom of my posts, I added a 40% discount on my classes. So that means like the ones that are online, so workshops and classes. So workshops, you know, 40% off. They drop pretty substantially, so have a look at those. That's only until Saturday, so I'll be taking that 40% off on Saturday. And I'm doing that only because I don't, like, sometimes there are problems and I won't be able to, I won't be online all the time when I'm in England. So the service is really bad where they are. So I'm going to just give everybody until Saturday if you want to purchase any of our past classes. And there are so many virtual art retreats. I know that I was going to update that as well, because there are a couple that I haven't put on there, like the most recent one that we did as well. So keep an eye out, or I will put it in stories as well. But yeah, the code is capital CAN and then THX. Bye, Martina. Take care. See you. Have a good day. Ay, Mama, don't do that to me. I can't buy your classes. You buy all my classes anyway. I don't have any new ones, Patty, and I think you've probably done the majority of them. Yeah, it's just a good idea if you did want one in the past, or if you want to try one of the virtual art retreats that you didn't do. The price, like, you get a lot of hours, so it's great. There's one that I did on Italy and Spain, and I should really write the list out. I did start, but I should really do that. So this is navy blue that I'm using here. It's very dark. Oh, thank you, Susan. Good morning, Meryl. Patty says everybody should buy them. Yeah, and I know time is, limited for a lot of people, and it's hard, but if you have time to do a couple of the classes, then you can just have them for a later date, because the next sale doesn't come around until April. I do a birthday sale and I should probably put that code in the description in this live. I'll do that. But it's no, maybe I won't, because it's only until Saturday. I think some of my favorite virtual art retreats were Spain, and then Jordan, when we went to Jordan. Also, the one when we went to Maine was one of my favorites. What other ones did I love? I mean, I love them all, but there are some that were really, like, Croatia was fantastic. Yeah, I think just when you get paintings or images that you really like afterwards, that's the telltale of a successful virtual art retreat, for me anyway. I don't know, Patty, did you have a favorite? And then the foundation classes, I think, are great if you're just starting off or you need a refresher. The foundations are really good, and they go through all the different materials, so you learn about different materials, and we do different exercises, and so I think that's a good one to do. Portraits, landscapes, still lifes, everything. And then I think there's a jump start into art. That one was also a great one. And then the portraits, a lot of people loved the acrylic portrait one and the mixed media portrait one. Those were too popular as well. So if you're new here and you haven't tried some and you want to, take advantage of that discount. Hey Dylan, how are you? Dylan is teaching with me on Sketchy this month. There are 6 of us. Reb says, hey Dylan. Dylan is here. I love your lives. Dylan and I have been friends for a long time now. And we have Sketchy in common, which I'm super grateful for. There's a few people here who have been friends through Sketchy, which I really like. C, Meryl, who else is like a sketchy friend? Anyway, we're doing the mother and child portraits. That too. Sorry, the 40% off is not on the mother and child portraits, but it is on mine. It's all come at once, and I'm sorry that it's all come at once, because I wish I'd known from Sketchy when exactly that was being released, but we didn't get the memo. And I'm so happy that my class has been released now, because I'm away next week. So I said to Jordan, I'm like, okay, you need to make sure that I'm like, and it's not about being first, but I am like one of the first ones, but it wasn't about that. It was that if I want to comment on people's work, I just want to be there. Anyway, it's weird. There's not too many people posting their classes, which is it's a little different this time around. Dylan says, haha, I've got everything going on at the same time too. I know, because you just released a class too, which I was like, okay, this is like, there's a lot going on, but it's okay, because some people, Carolyn says hi as well. Everyone's busy doing their thing. Like it's hard to know when people are releasing stuff. And I think, you have your people who enjoy doing your classes, but I think everybody should take your classes, Dylan. So if you haven't taken a Dylan class, go and take a Dylan class. Oh, Dylan, you have a live tomorrow. You're doing a drawn together. Remind me who you're doing the drawn together with. It's so nice of you to pop on, by the way. Yeah, and when I get back, Dylan and I are going to do a live together. So we're going to organize that as well. Dylan, do you use these brushes much? The water-filled brushes? I kind of like it for this kind of stuff that I'm doing, because it is very loose and not too much detail needs to be pushed into this. So Dylan says, thanks, Shara. Yes, I've got 2. One today with Carlo. What time is today's? And one tomorrow with Tika. Is that how you say it? Or Tika? Tika? Ritika Shah. And says, today's at 8 p.m. German time and tomorrow at 10 a.m. German time. Ooh, 10 a.m. German time, which is 5 a.m. Okay. If I'm up, I will definitely join. I'm going to put a note, 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. Okay, so that is, let me just make a note. Because we have a session today at 10 a.m. So your today is 8, which is 2 p.m. Eastern, Dylan. And then tomorrow is, this pen is running out. Tomorrow is 5 a.m. Eastern, Dylan. Mine today is at 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to Belvez, which is a little town in France. Yeah. Okay, great. I'm going to try and make both of those. Happy you came on, because I was asking everybody if there were any drawing sessions today, because I'm not completely in the know, because I'm running around doing stuff, getting ready to travel, etc. Yeah, looking forward to catching up and having a chat as well. Dylan says, I've rediscovered them for ink wash this year, taking ink from the line work and using it for a wash. Oh, yeah, good idea. And Dylan says, each is 1 hour stream followed by an hour on Zoom. Oh, okay. And Dylan has a Patreon as well. And although you can join his lives for free, but if you are part of his Patreon, you get to join the Zoom as well, and which is really lovely. You can sit and chat with Dylan and his guest and everybody else who's on there. Oh, this is, I've shortened this lady a lot. I think I tried to squish her in. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to turn her over. I've looked at this and it's completely off. So we'll see how when I turn her over how it looks. We're going very loose today. Your upside down market sketches have been amazing. Yeah, this one is a little bit off, but they have been fun. I think it's been really good to see, like, using different materials, like, and that's, I do like, this one is I have to redo this. So it's funny because I would have probably been really happy with this a few years ago, but now I want more of this and less of this. So I think I have to, like, using the pen first, it just doesn't work for me. I don't love it. But I love other people using pen first, which is what you do a lot, and I love that. It just, I don't know, things work out better when I just block in the shapes first and then put any details on afterwards if I have to put details on afterwards. But yeah, like, it's been a great month. We've had a few great months, I think, of just really digging deep into the subject matters. And yeah, I enjoy the challenge, and I love how our group provides images because they have a little bit more meaning. Like, this one's from Susan, and she has been to Oaxaca a couple of times as well and loves it as much as I love it. And so this is her image from Oaxaca. And Patty is going to Oaxaca soon. So excited for you, Patty. Not that Patty hasn't been there. She's been there quite a few times. Yeah, we're quite the traveling group. Let's see if I can make a bit of a purple with these colors here. Leslie says, hi Dylan, I watched your portraits class this morning at 5 a.m. Dylan. The Tibetan monk was beautiful. Ah, that's nice, Leslie. And Dylan says, yeah, it's incredible to see you go in with blocks of color. It is a little bit, how should I say, trusting sometimes. Like, I don't think I've nailed this one, but that's, I'm okay with not getting everyone like I want it. I don't know, you know, like it's not, every portrait is not your favorite portrait. I think I've got maybe 20 portraits in the past 5 years that I really love. So, and that, going through my work for the craft market, the art festival that I did recently, you really see your work in a different light when you have to mount it and, you know, have it ready for sale. And I could be really critical of my own work when I was doing that, because I really saw what I liked about certain pieces and what I didn't like about certain pieces. And I think it's a really good exercise for like when you're cleaning out your stuff. But a lot of people do their work in sketchbooks, so it's hidden. Like, I didn't even touch my sketchbook work, but it does become very hidden and not as easy to see. Like, I didn't put my markets up on the wall, but I do like doing that monthly as well, to see progress, to see what you like doing if you're experimenting and trying different materials. I mean, that's how I see these mornings anyway. It's just an experiment of using different materials and trying different methods. And the upside down kind of pushes you to not only just see differently, but approach an image differently as well. Because I don't know about everybody else, but I don't know if the upside down actually works well if you're sketching. I feel like it works better in like the whole color blocking. Well, I'm not sure about this one, but usually. Too much water. And Dylan says, yeah, that was such a lovely photo by Rada. Thanks for watching. You were up early, Leslie. And Anne says, Dylan, are your classes available at a later date on YouTube? Well, I think all Dylan's classes on YouTube are there for anybody to watch. But he's also part of the Mother and Child course that we both are teaching in. And somebody needs to invent a calendar that basically, well, I guess that'll happen soon with AI. So any of your contacts or any of the people that you follow, that it would just advise you if they were online and say, so-and-so is online, and then direct you over there without you having to go search for them. Okay, I'm going to have to turn this over in a minute. This has to dry down here. It's very busy. Very busy, and I don't think it makes much sense right now. Anne says, I just want to say thank you to both of you for being so generous with your work, sharing it as you do on YouTube. I'm so grateful that you guys all show up as well. I think people forget that, well, you don't forget because you like to create too. Like everybody likes, like artists love to create. And I think sharing your process, yes, it's valuable to us, but it's I think if you've got something to share, and it's not like we're still going through the learning process, and yeah, we are being quite transparent about our great days and our bad days, but I think it also shows the vulnerability of like not being like just being okay with and accepting your mistakes or accepting things that don't go right all the time. And I always feel like if I have a bad day, it just means that there's a good one coming. So you just got to keep going. Yeah. I was showing Dylan at the beginning this book. I tried to show a book that's on my shelf, and the sketches in here are beautiful. It's he was a cartoonist, and I can't remember if he worked for a newspaper, but basically he did daily sketches of New York scenes back in the 1930s and 1940s. But the figures are wonderful and the gestures are fantastic, and yeah. I wonder if there's a picture of him sketching. This is him on the back. Yeah. Anyway, so a nice book to have. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. We've got 5 minutes. That's our 90%. And yeah, I can figure out some little details because it is a little bit everywhere today. And I think I'm going to use these. These are the Sharpie markers just to get some detail on. I'm not sure how dark this is. Maybe I'll go more purple. Let's have a look. So I'm going to actually let me go black for this one. Did I lose my black? No, it's here. So like little things, corrections that, yeah, have to be done. Actually, I think I'm going to stick with my 14B because the black is just too hard. Like not hard as in difficult, but it's too blocky. Too solid, too opaque. And this is just a reminder to you guys, once you get your colors in, it's pretty quick to get some little details in over the top. And if you guys weren't here at the beginning, I showed everybody my tattoo shirt. So if you want to go back to the beginning and take a look at that, you can. It's coming along slowly, slowly. Is Dylan still here? I want to ask if you are here, because we don't get too many guys in this group. I just want to ask, is like embroidery just like things, like something that women do a lot of? Like I don't ever hear of guys doing embroidery. But it'd be really interesting to know if we do have some guys out there who do embroidery. So if you're listening to this and you are a guy, or you know, if you're not a girl who does embroidery, let us know, because you know, I don't know of any. Maybe some of you guys know of somebody who does. So before you go, just a reminder, if you did sign up to our 10 a.m., just bring the materials that you love bringing. There won't be too many images. It's going to be a slow drawing session, just a few buildings and landscapes of this beautiful town in the Dordogne region of France. And Dylan has his live at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is 8 p.m. Well, we have probably some Germans here as well, because Dylan's over in Germany. So go to his YouTube and you'll see his live. I'll try and remember to share it in my stories as well. And thank you for the image again, Susan. It's great. I love it. So this one I did not get painted, so I'm just going to put some stripes on. See, it all gets a bit crazy down here. Oh, thank you. Oh, Melissa says, I know some male knitters. Yeah, but embroiderers? Dylan says, I did some cross stitching when I was school age. Yeah, my nephew, he's done some stitching. I guess it depends if that's the route that you go into, like with fashion, and I don't know. It's interesting how it's just not. I guess we don't go into shop and do like car repairs, so it's a little sexist that we don't get to try everything. I think we have the possibility to try those things now in school. I think they're, you know, I don't think they say no, you can't, but I guess it's just personal interests maybe. Six hours from now on my channel. Okay, great. Yeah, 2 p.m. Oh, cool. Reb says, I know Linda's brother paints on clothing. That's neat. Yeah, these are great, but I do also, I don't know what it is about the flatness. Like sometimes I like them, and sometimes I'm like, they're too flat for me. But they are good for details, but Neocolors are good for details too. There's so many great mediums and materials out there. See, that doesn't really show up, but the pink may. The layering is fun. Like this one did not get much attention down here. I mean, and yeah, at this point, the actual precision of things go out the window with a piece like this. All right, well, thank you so much for joining. It was lovely of you to pop in, Dylan. I hope that some of you go and see Dylan's live at 2 p.m. And don't forget to come to my 10 o'clock if you are joining. I look forward to seeing you all. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.